Hey guys, it's Dolce here, and today I'll be going through the 12th floor of Abyss with my Ayaka team and my Pyro Klee team. They're both very fun teams to play, and I will be providing commentary so that you guys can get some tips and tricks along the way. Let's get started.
Okay, I'll pick any Abyss card here. All my bursts are up. I'll use Diana's burst first for the plus buff, and then Venti, then Mona. And then I'll dash with Ayaka for a cryo damage bonus before using her burst. And bam, there you go. All three enemies died in a flash. Now here, you want to wait until high tide ideally to get energy particles so that you can do your rotation once more. And I kind of mess up here because when I play, I usually don't pay attention to the high tide, low tide, but when I need to, I do. Here, I got the rotations back up. I'm going to repeat the rotation, and remember to dash with Ayaka so you can get her cryo damage bonus for her burst. And the key here is that you want to defeat both samurai at the same time, because if you don't defeat one samurai, the other samurai will recover a huge amount of HP, and that will cut into your Abyss runtime, especially if you're not making it close. Luckily, I was able to get Ayaka's burst up and kill him before he recovered. Okay, moving on to the second half of the first floor. I'm using Klee in a mono pyro composition, and the strategy here is to use Bennett's burst followed by Kazuha's E to get the pyro damage bonus, and then snapshot both of the damage bonus with Xiangling and Klee's burst. And then right after I do the rotation, I just start spamming Klee's charge attacks. And once I defeat these two Fatuis, the Mirror Maiden and the Sissin Mage will show up. You want to focus on the Mirror Maiden because she has the most HP, and if you're lucky, the Sissin Mage will teleport to the Mirror Maiden. But I didn't get so lucky here, and you'll see that it does cut into my runtime because I have to go chase the Sissin Mage later on. Okay, I'm just trying to repeat my rotations again. I'm chasing the Mirror Maiden because I want to kill her first. You saw there that I tried to swirl with Kazuha first for the pyro damage bonus, followed by using Xiangling or Klee's burst if possible. I defeated the Mirror Maiden here, but you see that the Sissin Mage is still alive because she didn't group up, but I managed to defeat her in time. Okay, we're back to Ayaka with Chamber 2. I'm gonna use Diona's burst for the noblesse buff for my party, and I try to use Ayaka's burst here, but I won't need to because Venti and Mona will be enough to kill them with Ayaka's skill, of course. And once these two enemies appear, I'll focus on the big hilly trail here. I'll use Ayaka's burst, but you'll see that it misses and hits the mage instead. No biggie. And here, I just try to repeat my rotation so that I can get Ayaka's burst up at this point. Now, I should have used Mona's and Venti's burst before using Ayaka's burst, but it worked out in the end. She did enough damage, but in the ideal scenario, you would want to use Mona's and Venti's burst first. Moving back to Klee here, I don't have my Klee or Xiangling's burst up, so I'm gonna use their skill to get some particles going. I'm scoring Pyro for the Pyro damage bonus, and then I'm snapshotting with Bennett with Zhengling and Klee's burst. And I'll start spamming Klee's charge attacks, because every time it crits, I get 2 energy particles for my team. And here I use Bennett to tank the Megu Kinky, because I'm really bad at iframe dodging. You can see that I definitely do not dodge. And trying to repeat my rotations. Luckily High Tide kicked in, and I was able to get my rotation started going again once more. And here I use Kazuha's burst to iframe the attack, so it wasn't too bad. And here I'm just using my muscle memory to spam skills. I can barely see what's going on at that angle. The camera in this game can be finicky sometimes. And finish with plenty of time to spare. Okay, time for the last chamber. We're back to Ayaka. Hopefully my Diona doesn't die because her HP is extremely low. Here I would Ayaka burst after Venti and Luna, but I don't have her burst up, so I'm just gonna try to whittle as much damage as I can. Okay, High Tide kicks in. I can start receiving particles. Perfect. Now that everyone's burst is up, I can start doing my rotation once more and move on to the next batch of enemies. And luckily these enemies, they spawn right by Ayaka's burst, so they receive a lot of damage. I'm just gonna repeat my rotations here. And here you'll see me do Ayaka's charge attacks because it's AoE and it does a massive amount of damage, especially in AoE situations. So you want to focus on using charge attacks when you have a group of enemies when using Ayaka. And here we are at the last chamber with Klee and the Mono Pyro team featuring Kazuha. And then try to repeat my rotations here. Remember, you want to Bennett burst before using Klee or Zhengling's burst so you can snapshot the Bennett attack bonus. And for this part of the Abyss, you want to chase the weird snake, the snake one, because the other two will follow and teleport to the snake from my experience. But here you can see that it did not happen as I expected, so I have to go run down the snake here, the third one. But since I do so much damage, and I finished the first chamber earlier, I managed to finish in time. And there you go. Here's a rundown of my artifacts and character stats. My artifacts, I say they're pretty decent, and I'll tell you guys, if you put time into the domain runs, you will get some decent artifacts. So if you are hesitant about doing domain runs because you're getting bad artifacts, don't be. With time, you will eventually get decent artifacts. Let me know in the comments if you guys liked the Abyss commentary. I'm trying something new, and I haven't seen people do commentary when they do Abyss, so I thought, hey, I'll try it and see.
Hey guys, if you like the content I'm creating, please subscribe and comment on the video below. It helps a lot, and I'll be making more guides and tips so that you guys are never behind in the world of Genshin. I wish you guys all the best. This is Dolce heading out.